that come from the animals, that according to the written word of God is going to kill 1/4 of the world. These diseases, these viruses can be harnessed to create biological weapons. And that is what I believe Revelation chapter 6, the fourth seal, when 1/4 of the world comes, is going to be killed from animals. I believe it's through biological weapons from the viruses that were harnessed from the diseases from the animals, which I believe what we're dealing with right now with the coronavirus, with the Wuhan virus, the World Health Organization's name for it now is COVID-19. I believe, nearly without a shadow of a doubt, that this was a biological weapon that was harnessed for our harm, that leaked from that fancy BSL-4 lab in Wuhan, China. But there is, Pastor, I know we're going to get to it, there is some explosive news that I feel the weight of it right now. I've been praying just even before the set, because what we're going to be bringing to the audience today is something that they probably have not heard before.
Have you seen the pictures and the stories of people trying to escape their homes to buy food?
Yes.
Yeah. Or to find food.
The images.
And they're being shot.
So sad.
And the word that I'm getting is there could be 50 million people dead in China right now.
Could be. That's exactly right. Listen, there have been satellite images revealed out of China. And these satellite images, I actually have the article here, and it's authored by Mike Shedlock via Mishtalk. This is a Zero Hedge article, and it says this: does a sudden surge in SO2, that sulfur dioxide levels, suggest a huge surge in cremations across China? There was satellite images that came out on the outskirts of Wuhan, and the images are on the screen. Over there to the right is the outskirts of Wuhan. You see that blazing yellow there. That is an open field. Now, you can only get that SO2 from burning organic material. Now, this has led to incredible speculation that they are burning the bodies there, which that's the only logical explanation of that type of level of SO2. The world is a big place, right? And on the entire face of the earth, there is not a single place in all of the earth that has that level of SO2 right now. And it happens to be ground zero of this coronavirus. Absolutely, I don't think that's a coincidence. Now, to achieve that level right there, this was from a picture about 10 days ago, Pastor. And to achieve that level of SO2 in the air, the bare minimum would be 14,000 bodies that would have to be burned to achieve that. So do I think they're lying? Absolutely. Now, why do I think they're lying? I want to quote my sources here. This is from Glenn Beck's research team. He said that the Communist Party of China has hired between 1,500 to 3,000 journalists to debunk the truth in China. This is the reason we don't know what's really happening. And this is why the media in America, and it just keeps going because we need to go back to that Dr. Francis Boyle interview. This is why the media lies about what's happening in China. The reason, this Glenn Beck, the reason we cannot trust our own press here is because they are in bed with China. Now let me explain that to you. If our own media outlets do not say what China wants them to say, then our media outlets will lose their access to China. Many of our mainstream media outlets have massive outposts in China. And for them to simply have their outposts in China, they have to have certain agreements with the Chinese government. To put it even more simply, the media in America is not telling the truth because they deem their access to China as more important than the truth.